Hey, thanks for coming back. And today I'd like to talk to you about this. This is the UGreen wireless mouse. Now it runs on just one AA battery, and to get to it, it's right here in the bottom. Simply open up the compartment. There's the battery. Here's also the USB dongle. This little bit right here. Also on the bottom, you get 3 glide pads, 1, 2, and 3. And they do have this little thin bit of plastic film on the glide pads, so make sure you pull those off. I didn't notice that much of a difference with the little film, protective film on it. But, if you want a nice smooth, movement of the mouse, take it off. That's about it. This is your on and off switch right here, and your optical sensor, which is a blue optical sensor. And the optical sensor does work on multiple surfaces, like, if you don't have a mouse pad, you can use it on wood. I even used it on my leg when I was wearing jeans and stuff, and it worked. But I did notice that a mouse pad is the best way to use this mouse, or with this mouse, is obviously a mouse pad. Now this is compatible with Mac 10.5 and up, and Windows 7 and up. And let me see what else. The USB receiver, that's the little dongle right here, operates at 2.4 gigahertz. It is a very good, strong type of a connection as well. They claim up to 15 meters or about 49 feet, 49.2, something like that. Now I can attest up to about 33 feet. Now remember, you got to keep in mind, that is all line of sight connection. What do I mean by that? Well, I didn't put it like behind a closed door, behind a different wall or something of that nature. It was pretty much in line with the receiver. Because once you start blocking that signal a little bit, you may not have the best connections. There is a total of, I believe it's 6 buttons on here. You got 2 side buttons right here where your thumb goes. One is forward, one is back. Of course, you got your right and left mouse buttons. You got your DPI selector switch. And of course you got the scroll wheel, which when you press down also acts as a switch. They are all extremely silent. Listen. Couldn't hear that, could you? It's very silent. And I must admit, when I was gliding it across my mouse pad, and even like right now I'm kind of doing it on the counter, the glide pads work very nice. It's a nice, very smooth gliding action with this. Now, you do get 5 levels of DPI. And that's what this switch is for right here. And to change it, you just simply click it one time. Well, you got to turn it on, of course. And see that little blue light? That's the indicator light. So once I click it, if you notice that it's flashing a certain amount of numbers. Well, because you get 800, 1200, 1600, 2400, and 4000 DPI. Now, once you press the button, and if it only does it one time, that means it's at 800. If I click it again, I didn't click it really. 2 times, that means it's at the 1200. And of course 3 times at 1600, 4 times at 2400, and 5 times for 4000. So it tells you what DPI level you're in. There's no lag between changing it either. So as soon as you press it, it changes right to the DPI. So it is fantastic on that as well. Also, after 10 minutes, this will go on an automatic standby or shutdown to help preserve the battery life. Well, because it doesn't want you to waste up and eat up all the battery juice, right? Excuse me. Now, as you've seen, I got some really cheapy battery in there. And I've been using this mouse for quite a while, and actually I never shut it off. I just let it go into the standby or sleep mode, whatever you want to call it. And it hasn't, and I've been doing it for about 3.5 weeks now, and the battery didn't drain out, and I used some cheapy battery. They do claim up to 18 months, I believe it is, with one battery, but now that does depend upon a couple different things. The quality of the battery, you know, like are you going to use a Duracell or Energizer or some cheap dollar store battery? So obviously that's going to have a big impact in there. And how much you use the mouse every single day. Now, if you're using the mouse, say, constantly or consistently, say for 8 hours a day, it may not last you that long. Obviously, the more you use it, the more juice you're using from the battery, so it's going to deplete a little bit more. Now, I have not tried it with rechargeable batteries, so I cannot say how well it does with rechargeables, so please don't ask. The other thing I'd like to make mention is there's this little rubber pad here, but not one on this side. The rubber pad isn't bad, but they got these little lines, you know, striations, if you will, going up and down. I wish they were more of a horizontal instead of a vertical, because sometimes when I'm using this mouse, it makes it feel almost like my finger is wet or a little bit slippery. If they did it, I think, horizontally, or did maybe a diamond pattern type cut in this rubber, it probably would have gripped a lot better. Overall though, it feels really good in the hand. Now, I got large hands, and this one feels really, really nice to me anyway. I mean, it's really nice, very comfortable. I have no problems with it. And the switches, every single switch here is silent, as you can hear. And so if you're used to hearing the click every single time, it takes a little getting used to hear a silent, the silent switching on here. Now, since I said it is compatible with Mac and Windows, the way you switch it is with this button right here, the DPI switch. And let me plug it, let me pause the video right now, let me plug in the USB dongle, and I'll show you how to do that. Give me a second. Okay, now that the dongle is plugged into the computer, yes, I'm at work. Right here, once again, that is the DPI switch. If you press and hold it, you'll notice that the light under here will change color. Right now it's on green. That means it's set up for the Mac operating system. You want to go back to Windows, press and hold it again, it turns blue. There you go. And by the way, I'm not sure how well that's going to show up, but there's the blue optical sensor again. And of course the on and off switch. Now, also on the box, they do kind of give you a little bit more information on the back. Not a whole lot, but they do give you some. And it's a nice plain box from UGreen. And so what would do I recommend you get this mouse? Yeah, I use it for gaming as well. I mean, I'm not no hardcore gamer, but I do like my games. I play at least anywhere. Lately, I've been playing only about 2 or 3 hours a day, but sometimes I go a lot longer than that. And I like certain games like the Fear series, Unreal Tournaments, and of course, you know, things like Halo, Doom, you know, Half-Life. I love those games. To me, those are a lot better than some of these modern games. But yeah, so far I have no problems with this UGreen wireless mouse. So I would highly recommend you get this mouse. And of course, I got it straight from the UGreen website, and I'll leave a link for that in the description below. And one last little note, some time ago, I believe it was about 2 years ago, I did a review on a wireless mouse from Vixing. It was a rechargeable mouse. By the way, I am still using it. There's no problems with that mouse whatsoever, even after 2 years of daily use. So yes, by the way, once again, I would highly recommend you get the UGreen wireless mouse. Very affordable, and it's a great working mouse. If you happen to like this video, please give it that thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget about that notification bell. It would really help me out a lot if you were to take this video and maybe a few more of my others and share them on all of your social media sites. And until the next video, you, your friends, your family, and even your pets, you all have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.